football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to go.
He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Connie. On his feet at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all day.
He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Waltz one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Stewart. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass. And that one's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal. This one a 41-yarder. He got it. That brings him to within 1. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Carney. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield.
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The offense onto the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's got him.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, it's 21-13.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's to Strada. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Estrada. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Stewart. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 26.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They'll give it to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running the red zone. It's Estrada. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Right on the money. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Greenville. They're up by 16 over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Pressure coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's complete to the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. He's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy.
It's a running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Creates a little space. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got to run the run. Finally brought down the one play, not only to get the football, but to threat the field position with the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Just a 1-yard gain lead from the 3rd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Stewart. With the catch, it's Bond. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes in between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking to throw it, Stewart. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give from the gun. Taking it the other way. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal block on the back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down here for the offense. They want to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They make the stop with the sweep through catches, ready to give him a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This is just not done.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You kind of find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He now has 74 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll